Welcome to another lesson. This time, we will learn about reading lists, why they are useful, and how you can use them. Let's get right to it, shall we? Reading lists are important in order to gather information from various reading sources in academic writing. There are several reasons why a reading list is significant. Reading lots of sources might be wasting too much time. In other words, using a reading list is helpful to make reading more effective and efficient. Another reason why a reading list is important is that we will be able to understand the significance of reading as well as to evaluate the text critically. This happens because the reading sources are well selected so that the writer has valuable purpose for reading. In this essence, selecting what to focus on is important to make reading meaningful. Another significance of the use of reading lists is that the sources taken are all updated, since it is sorted by the latest publication dates so that the information is still very much up to date and relevant. This also results to another significance of choosing the most relevant resources that affect the reliability of the academic work. Other than that, the reliability of the information is also revealed through the credibility of the authors, publishers, and other considerations in using reading lists. Before using reading lists, we need to have good understanding about our task so that the reading list is suitable to be used as academic sources. The first thing that needs to be done is what we need to identify the focus of the assignments, such as what type of context, questions, and problems we need to overcome. By doing this, the reading sources will be suitable as it is required. In addition, we need to think about what type of information that should be discovered, whether the information related to the ideas, thoughts, concepts, theories, and other important aspects of academic work or not. Lastly, when the reading list is all gathered, we need to investigate them, such as discovering which ones are more relevant and reliable. There are some sources that can be used to discover reading lists. Those sources could be both in terms of printed and electronic reading lists. These include textbooks, journal articles, and websites. In addition, you are not expected to read all books from cover to cover, since the parts containing details of the specific information will be given by the teachers. Both types of reading lists allow you to find reading material. Electronic reading list contains link to the library catalog to check the availability, whereas printed reading list allows us to use the library catalog to find the text. Here is an example of how a reading list might be formatted. In this case, this is probably a printed reading list. Moving on, in using reading lists, the less specific terms search, the more results will be found in the library database. Conversely, if you want to find a specific topic of reading, then doing the reverse will be more beneficial. Both electronic and printed reading lists have their uses, but today, using electronic sources is considered as more convenient and beneficial because they have several advantages. For instance, these electronic sources are more accessible because practically you can access it from anywhere in the world at any time. They are efficient because you can just type in what you're searching for and relevant information will emerge and you can find the information you need from different types of portals, gateways, and websites. Finally, let's discuss some ways to get credible sources in the library database. First, you need to make sure that you are trying to find scholarly resources. In other words, you need to make sure you are trying to find academic texts. We discussed this in the last video that it includes journals, papers, and books. Second, to maximize its efficacy, please be sure that you are in the right database for the topic you are searching. Third, in order to find exactly the papers you want, brainstorm your ideas and turn them into keywords that might be easier to search in the database. Fourth, use strategies to make your searching better. Sometimes a source can be found using one searching technique that it would not show up if you used another. Fifth, utilize the database effectively. This means searching for highly cited works. Then you should manage your searches and references. Limit your search to specific years and subjects, and so on. Finally, make sure your bibliographic organization is effective. You can use tools to manage your references. All right, everyone, that was how reading lists can be useful for our academic writing process. We learned the types of the reading lists and steps for utilizing them. I hope it is useful and helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next lesson.